F.G. Longatt. Creating the future now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to your YouTube channel and welcome to this very short but very informative video of today. And today I have a video related to one very interesting open source tool that is Python based that received the name PandaPower. As you must be aware, I am recording this video to support the learning journey of all my students. Some of my students, they are taking the master in electrical power systems. Another students, they are taking the master in electrical and electronic and communication. Others, they are in energy engineering. So today, this video is dedicated to all of them that they want to try, they want to use, or they need to deliver an assignment related to this powerful open source tool that received the name PandaPower. So PandaPower is a very well-known library and software and tool that is used worldwide, okay? If you can see over here, this is the location of the web page is pandapower.org. And PandaPower is basically a Python-based tool. What makes very interesting for many people, especially in research, is that this is an open source tool. So because it's an open source, allow you access and the opportunity to make changes and many other customizations for creating new algorithms, new methods to solve power system problems. So PandaPower is basically a Python-based open source tool and is used for modeling, analyzing, and optimizing electrical power system. It's quite powerful, is very powerful. So basically you can see that this tool over here can be used again for, as I say, power system modeling, power system analysis, and of course optimization. This very powerful tool, allow you to create models of electrical power system, including a very wide range of power system devices. You can see over here static loads using the classical set IP mode. And also you have here transmission lines and power transformers and many of those elements, okay? So in terms of power system modeling, is quite capable for the main aspects that you need to do. If you compare with other open source and other software, you can see that PandaPower in the most recent version is quite powerful, okay? So the idea of PandaPower is that PandaPower was created, to be honest, received the name Pandas because it's created on the top of this data analysis library that received the name Pandas. So Pandas is basically a library, Python library, that use the concept of tables. So those tables allow you data manipulation in a very simple way, okay? So what is interesting is that you can create the integration of these pandas, so that allow you to create what we call data frames. So basically all the data structure inside PandaPower use those data frames to help you, to support you to work through the modeling phase. But then inside PandaPower you are using a network solver And in this case, the software, the solver is coming from one very famous power system analysis tool, and that is PandaPower, okay? So what I am trying to tell you is that PandaPower consider or meets the power of the solver PyPower, but at the same time, the powerful feature of the data frames coming from this Python data analysis library, Pandas, okay? So here there is a comparison with other software. I will not go there, but probably the next question is, what can you do with PandaPower? Well, from the power system analysis, you can run static calculations basically using power flow, optimal power flow, state estimation, short circuits, and also some topological graph searches. So as you can see over here, if you are running a steady state analysis in normal conditions, so you can use the PandaPower power flow solver. And in this case, you must be aware that in this case, we are using the iterative method, the famous Newton-Raphson algorithm, okay? So also here you can see that PandaPower allow you the solution of the very well-known optimal power flow. Basically, PandaPower allow you to include the nonlinear model using the AC load flow, but also the linearization using the DC. Many of my students in energy engineering, they will be using this PandaPower because they will use as a tool for one of the assignments related with economic dispatch. Also, PandaPower is famous because you are allowed to do state estimation. There are several methods for state estimation. However, PandaPower uses the very well-known and the one that we teach in classes in power system operation, and that is weighted least square method, okay? From the static calculations, PandaPower allow you the short circuit calculation. However, you must be aware that PandaPower was created here in Europe, so basically allow the short circuit calculation using the standardized methods. However, there is the method that is used here is the very well-known here in Europe, is the IC 60909, okay? So in this sense, you can see over here, this is the method that we can use inside PandaPower, and be careful because it's the version 2016. Also, PandaPower allow you to use very interesting tools for graphical representation, and when you have a very large network, you want to analyze the structure of this network. So PandaPower allow you the possibility of doing graph searches using the library, Python library network X, okay? PandaPower has been validated against several software. You can see over here, one of my favorite, the Excellent Power Factory, but also PSS Syncal. So basically, it's a tool that has been proven, has all the advantages of the open software. However, you must be aware that this is open software, so some features that you can find in the commercial software are not fully available over there, okay? So what is the plan today? The plan today in this video is, let me show you here, let me go to Google Colab, okay? So in front of you, we have here the basic Google Colab. If you want to have more information about Google Colab, please feel free to watch the video. There is a video in the YouTube channel dedicated of explaining this amazing IDE that we call Google Colab, okay? However, what is my plan today? My plan today is here, File, New Notebook. And the idea of this notebook, let me do the following. I would like to import PandaPower. And let me run here, let me run this line, okay? So if I run the line import PandaPower, voila, look over there, you receive an error. And basically the error is telling you that there is no module named PandaPower. What is the reason? Well, essentially, PandaPower is not a wide use library inside Google Colab. So your job is to install this. So to install this, let me do the following. Let me press here code. I will press here code, exclamation mark, pip, install PandaPower, and I will say all, okay? Probably you are wondering, well, do I got this line, okay? So if you are having problems, if you are interested to know how to start with PandaPower, so there is a very well informative website. Remember, pandapower.org. And getting started, they will give you here the command prompts that you need to use in order to install PandaPower, okay? So here is basically the whole explanation. I will not go over there in details because that is not the job of this video. I will go back here and I will use exclamation mark pip install PandaPower all, okay? So let me run this line over here, the line number 2, and you can see that now you can see that is collecting PandaPower, also downloading 3.40, and you can see that is downloading and installing and creating the environment and collecting all the components required for successfully installing this version of PandaPower. So let's see again, the version that is installed is over here, 3.40. So let's see, yes, uninstalling. So now you can see that PandaPower is trying to install and modify and doing some steps over there. And okay, there is some issues over there, but at the very end it's telling you that a new version have been installed. So we need to restore the session. You can see over here the session is and now is fully restarted, okay? So what I do is now I will add a new code and I will use again the command pip, and now I will say list, okay? So let me run this code over here. Let me see here. And now I am having in front of me. Let me go down a bit. When you use the command list, pip list, you can see a list of all the libraries and the version and packages installed inside Google Colab, okay? So this is alphabetical order. The first column is the package. The second column is the version. So let me see if we can find over here. Let me see if we can find over here PandaPower. Yes, we can't. So you can see that this is PandaPower version 3.4.0. So the next step is I will add a code and I will say now import PandaPower. So now if I run this line over here, what is important to all of you is now you can see the green check over here, and we got PandaPower imported, okay? What I suggest is that now you can use these lines over here, and now you can test PandaPower with this very simple example, and you can get the results, okay? I will not do this in this video. I will do something else, okay? I will add one more code line, and I will do something that is pip install PandaPower, okay? What I am doing with the line over there is I want to remove now PandaPower. Because time to time, my student asks me, okay, if I install one library, one package inside PandaPower, how do I do, what do I need to do in order to remove that package? So the answer is very, very simple. So if you execute, if you run this line over here, you can see that Google Colab is asking you, okay, the installation is PandaPower 3.4.0. So I click over here and I will say, yes, proceed to remove, okay? So now you can see that Google Colab has successfully uninstalled PandaPower. To double check that, I will put one more line code. I will run pip list, and now I will run these commands over here, and let's see, let me go through this list and try to find PandaPower. So right now we are going here. So pandas, packing, blah, 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 blah. As you can see over here, there is not package called PandaPower. So we successfully remove it. PandaPower from our environment inside Google Colab. So my dear students, we reached the end of this video today. Today I show you about this very powerful open source library that received the name PandaPower. It's a Python-based package. Is the combination of the library pandas that allow you the use of data frames for input data and getting output information from the software, and also is on top of the very famous power system tool that is called PySolver, okay? So in this video, I show you that Google Colab is, you don't have installed PandaPower by default. So I show you that using pip install PandaPower all, you can install the library, and also you can check that the library is properly working by using import PandaPower, and the library will be loaded into your project. Okay, so we are reaching the end of this video. No, before I tell you, I hope that you find useful this video. If you find useful this video, please give a like here in the YouTube channel. And also, if you want to be updated with all the things that we are doing, please subscribe to the channel and you will receive the information about what we are doing. And finally, well, it's time to say the very famous, very well-known bye now.
F.G. Longatt. Creating the future now.